Yes, you know what it is, man. It's your boy DJ Infamous. Talk to me and my partner.
It's the Wolf of Weed Street, baby.
Oh, smooth. The Wolf of Weed Street. What's up, baby? This is episode 1 of Smoke With Me podcast. You know what I'm saying? Before we go any further, Haas, my bad. I gotta stop calling you by your government name. By your name.
Let's go.
Okay.
Get into it.
Do we start all over or do we just keep going? Do we just keep going? Dre want to get in this motherfucker. So, oh yeah, just pick up extra loud. Yeah, because you can just edit it. Like nigga, give me some hands, man, give me some hand signals, nigga, or something like.
I'll be like, if you do it over, I'll be like, do it over.
Hey man, if I ever pull my hamstring, man, you in here, baby.
Right.
Hey.
But nah, yo, this is episode 1 of Smoke With Me podcast, man. So we here now. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's been we've been working at this for a minute.
For how long?
It's been a minute, man. We manifested it and we're here, and
man, too damn long.
I'm ready, man.
You ready? Billy D? Okay, cool. Nah, but for real talk, I feel like before every show, man, what we should do is the podcast is called Smoke With Me. You know what I'm saying? We thought of the name because, I do my spill. You know what it is, DJ Infamous, talk to me. But nah, we in cannabis, we in the culture. And that's what we're going to be talking about on this show. For everybody listening, watching, we're going to be talking about cannabis and, of course, culture and hip-hop, music, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So
the intersection of cannabis and culture. And besides just talking about that, we want to really give, the listeners education and some cheat codes on really how to, enter the cannabis industry and take advantage of what's going on right now. It's one of the benefits of the show is you will be able to get some real insight on our experience in the cannabis industry and ways to take advantage of what's going out there and be able to participate.
There we go, baby.
Okay, that's good.
After that speech, you know what I'm saying? But now,
I ain't on my soapbox yet. I'm gonna get on a little bit
that's
later.
all good. But before we go any further, smoke with me. Smoke with your boy, man. What we smoking, yo? What is this?
Smoking on that Birkin tonight.
So we got Birkin?
Smoking on that Birkin tonight.
Tell me about that Birkin real quick.
Birkin was a organic little project we did with Quavo, man. Shout out Quavo. Shout out Migos. Shout out
to Quavo.
Over there.
Quavo, I see you, boy.
Cat, Rail, everybody over there.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that was a project we did with Quavo. Caught up some steam and it's doing really good out there right now.
Where can I get the Quavo at? I mean, the Birkin at?
Birkin is available. We got we're about 60 different accounts right now in California. About 5, 6, 7 different cookies locations.
Nice.
So you can find it all over California, Northern and Southern California.
Right.
We got you coming up next with that pink pineapple.
Believe that. Hand claps. Gotta get some hand claps for that. You know what I'm saying? But now that's what's up, man. Shout out to the whole brand, Winter Circle Genetics, and also big shout out to Hardin. Listen, if you were in Las Vegas, as soon as you get to Las Vegas, don't even go to the hotel, don't even unpack your bags. Just land, right? Go straight to Hardin. You can see me right here. Go straight to Hardin.
Get in the Uber, do whatever you got to do.
Whatever you got to do. Get straight to Hardin, go to the headquarters, ask for the infamous pack. They'll know what that is. Remember the infamous pack?
That's an edible.
Yeah.
That's a vape pen.
Right.
Some good flour.
Hybrid, sativa, and indica.
Okay.
And then what was the other one? Do you remember the other one? The one I had
them damn shots, man.
The one I had a photo shoot at. And I drunk a whole.
Yeah, them little sips. That's what it was, them sips.
I drunk a whole.
Shout out sips, man.
Shout out to sips.
I like those.
It was what, 100 milligrams?
Yeah, man. I remember that. That shit put you out.
So look, everybody that lands in Las Vegas, go straight to Hardin, ask for the infamous pack, everything we just talked about. Let me tell you about this sip. So I'm doing a photo shoot. And, I'm smoking, of course. You know what I'm saying? So, my partner right here, the Wolf of Weed Street, he's always talking about how I don't have no tolerance when it comes to smoking and all that stuff, right? So, he's doing it in front of people. So I feel like, you know what? Forget that. You ain't about to just have me out here looking like I can't handle my THC.
I call y'all like that, man.
You did. No, that day you did call me out like that. So what I didn't do is I didn't read the bottle. I thought it was 10 milligrams on the bottle, but it was 100. So I'm doing a photo shoot, and I drank the whole bottle, trying to show out in front of them, my peoples. And then about 20, 30 minutes in to the photo shoot.
Yeah, you was punished, man.
I was through.
I remember that.
I was stuck.
Yeah, he was shooting.
We had to cancel the whole thing.
Stadium.
We had to cancel the whole thing.
Yeah, that shit.
I went home.
Yeah, you learned your lesson
right after that.
Them edibles, man.
I went home right after that.
Edibles and the flower is a whole different ball game, man. You know,
what you like? What you prefer?
I mean, I like to start my day off with flower. You know, edibles are so strong that sometimes you can't get accomplished what you want to get accomplished. So,
can you get accomplished what you want to accomplish on edibles?
Definitely.
From in the morning.
I mean, it matters how much I'm taking. Like, if it's 20 milligrams, 50 milligrams or something like that, I'll be okay.
Right. Okay. Cool. I mean, well, I'm gonna test you on that a little later on. We'll see what you
get to it.
But now, this is the Smoke With Me podcast. The basis of the show is, we're both in cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Heavy. And we also like to talk about, what's going on in the culture. You know what I'm saying? We like to mix cannabis and culture. They go hand in hand so well that I felt like it was great for us to build a platform to talk about both. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people in hip hop and music, just in entertainment period, that are part of the cannabis culture. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, we felt like it was better to, shed some light on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that with your connection to, the industry and so many artists and being here in Atlanta and Atlanta being the center of culture right now.
Facts.
It gives us definitely advantage. Being the heartbeat of what's going on right now, living here in Atlanta and also being in the cannabis industry.
Right, and also, for the name Smoke With Me, it adds that, that camaraderie of togetherness. You know what I'm saying? Smoke with your boy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if a lot of more people would smoke with each other, as far as like, it'd be like a lot less like a lot less BS going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? It'd be so much going on, and like simple conversations can solve beefs, misunderstandings, or a simple smoke session. Like I've had the most coolest conversations with people while smoking.
I mean, to be honest, I think the flower opens up a lot of doors, and you have conversations with people that normally you wouldn't even have. And you have that one thing in common of smoking weed. And, you might see somebody and normally they wouldn't even speak to you. But,
right.
If you had a joint in your hand, it's a smile on their face and a conversation starts. So I think
on everybody's face.
I think it opens the doors to, vibing with people who normally might not even, start up a conversation with you.
I feel like more stoners are more open to that, like what you just said.
For sure.
Rather than, the average smoker. What you think?
Well, let me ask you a question, man. So you're talking about stoners.
What's that?
What's the difference to you between a stoner and a weed smoker? Do you consider yourself a stoner or a weed smoker? I
mean, you'll probably disagree with me, but I feel like I am a stoner. I'm gonna tell you why. I wake up in the morning. I smoke.
First smoke of the day.
First smoke of the day. I roll a joint,
which is one of the best smokes. Period of the whole day is the
Facts.
First smoke of the day.
First smoke of the day is always gets me focused for the day. I'm alert. I'm ready to rock. I'm at ease, so that way, if any business or anything negative or BS comes my way, I'm kind of not really entertaining it as much as I would if I was just not smoking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll tell you like this. I smoke on an average day in the morning, afternoon, and evening time, most definitely. Preferably when I get off the radio. You know what I'm saying? And in between, I'm still high in between from, those things. On the weekends, it's a little different. On the weekends, I kind of go, joint for joint, just keep it rolling all day as much as possible.
Yeah, when you're in the party, chilling, doing your thing.
So, I mean, so am I considered a smoker or a stoner?
I mean, I got a different definition of a stoner. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's certain things that stoners do that the normal like weed smoker doesn't do. A stoner is gonna roll one joint before we get ready to eat, have another joint roll.
All smokers do that.
Or have to get ready to eat.
Hold on, say that again.
I'm gonna roll 2 joints. One for when I'm before I eat, and then when I'm done eating, I'm gonna have another one ready to go.
Right. Smokers. I mean, yeah, that's stoners, right?
I mean, yeah, that's a real stoner.
Okay. What about if you in the club? Are you? Okay. Let me ask you this: if you're a stoner, right? Is your joints rolled up before you get to the club, or are you rolling them while you there?
I'm definitely coming to the club with my shit already rolled up. I'm gonna roll about 5, 6 fat bats already ready to go. I'm not gonna be in the club trying to roll up no joints.
I do both.
It's not what I'm gonna do.
I do both. A little bit of both. I mean, sometimes I forget to roll my shit before I go. And sometimes when I'm in the club, it actually helps me with my DJing. You know why? Because I'm thinking of other records to play while I'm rolling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Some people have people roll for them. I like to roll my own joints, preferably. You know what I'm saying?
I roll my own.
Yeah, and it gets me thinking about what direction I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it may be that one record where you just don't cut off immediately, right? And you could go ahead and be like, while I'm rolling this joint real quick, you know what, let me go to this direction. Let me go West Coast. Let me go East Coast. Let me play this. Let me play that. You know what I'm saying? And then
catch that vibe of the crowd real fast.
Catch that vibe. You feel me? So let me ask you this. So since you're a stoner, would you say you're more of a stoner than I am?
I mean, you know the answer to that question.
I want to know. They don't know that though.
I'm definitely way more of a stoner. I mean, I'm trying to cross you all the way over to that stoner life, and put you through the stoner Olympics, and get you with your push ups and get you together, man.
Okay, do stoners?
A stoner smokes before he goes to the gym.
Right. I can't do that.
You're a heavy weed
smoker. It's not that. I just can't do it. Like I will be in there high as a motherfucker trying to lift some weights and trying to do cardio and running. That's just something I can't. I could do everything else though. That's something I can't do.
I mean, it's different for me. Like I smoke and it makes me get focused. So, I think that the plan affects everybody's body different.
So you smoking and then getting on the treadmill and doing all that shit.
For sure.
That's what you doing?
For sure.
That's stoner stuff. Okay, I ain't got that in me. I don't have that in me. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Before somebody be like, yo, F, what you got in you? Pause that right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely smoking before I go to the gym and hit my cardio for sure.
What you smoking though?
I mean, we smoking whatever we got in the lineup that day.
That's what
Birkin, PB&J, Pink Pineapple, 1942. Top Geezer, whatever we got in the joint that day.
Nice. Now a little background. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, I go by the name of DJ Infamous. I said that before. Tour DJ for Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? On the radio in Atlanta at V103. And for those who don't know, I mean, I'm in that space. So just to, this is episode 1. I just want to put that out there, just to let people know the background.
Yeah, for sure.
And for those who are watching, we have Mr. Winner Circle Genetics own the face of the Wolf of Wall Street, the Wolf of Weed Street.
Wolf of Weed Street, man. Here you go, episode 1.
Talk about it, man. This is
episode 1.
It's big. This is big for you.
I mean, we're humble over here, man. We like to let our work speak for itself, but we definitely been blessed, man. We got some good traction going right now. We dropped PB&J, Birkin, 1942. You coming next with the Pink Pineapple. We've spent a lot of time, developing our genetics and trademarking things and protecting our IP. These are things that we're going to talk about on further shows of just how to, monetize what you have going on in the cannabis industry. And
throw some claps for that.
I need to step it up there. I ain't getting enough claps, man. It's only like my second clap.
That was like the right, perfect time for the claps. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't want to cut you off.
Supposed to be like the Wimbledon.
But I ain't want to cut you off,
going, man. I'm getting like one clap every 5 minutes. I need to step it up.
I just wanted to make sure when it was a nice open pocket for the claps. That was the point right there.
That was good timing.
Yeah, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, because I think like some people need to know. One, you're you're African American entrepreneur in cannabis. So I feel like we need to show that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We're misrepresented in the space for sure.
Yeah, and it's a small percentage of us in that space.
Yeah.
So whenever we have an opportunity to shed light on African American in this cannabis space. I think we should celebrate it and shed light on it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's important. I think that we need to know that we can enter the cannabis industry and we can participate in what's going on. And those are some of topics we'll speak on later in other episodes. But because
it's not easy to get in.
It's not. It's not easy to get in.
It's not like it's something that you could just say, okay, tomorrow I want to be legal in selling cannabis and having products and having these companies and all that stuff. So
no, it doesn't. It takes a lot of steps. It takes branding, building brand awareness, all things we will talk about on the show. How to build a cannabis brand,
right?
How to create demand so that you can have market presence. But to answer your question, no, it's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, so like tell the people like okay, not going too far in depth because I want to save those for other episodes, but like to even just get your foot in the door, what is something that somebody that's watching that says, hey, I see what's going on in these different states, I see what's going on as far as cannabis being legal, what's a step that you could tell them to, or some advice that you could say, hey, if you're trying to get in this space, what's something that they should do?
First thing I would do is kind of just do some research on what the laws are in your, where you're living at or where you're trying to operate at.
Right.
That's the first thing I would do is kind of see what's going on with the laws and figure out what you can do. Second, I would, it's a difficult industry. Maybe I'd start off, trying to, work at another facility or work for a brand just to see if it's something you really like.
Right.
And if it is something you like and you really want to do, I think one of the keys is having intellectual property. I think that's really what gives you a competitive advantage. And, I think that's what you need to kind of focus on and work on and try to develop as a company or a developing brand is having some intellectual property and something that kind of separates you from everybody else.
And that's why he's the wolf. Because he just broke that down in the most Billy D. Williams accent.
Man, you killing me with that shit, bro.
That's how you sound. Because I'd be like, yo, it's your boy DJ Infamous. And you'd be like, it's the wolf of Weed Street.
Hey, man, you on the radio.
I'm the wolf. Pause. Yo. But real talk, that's something that people need to know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for those watching, he is the, how should I describe you?
I mean, I'm one of the founders of Winter Circle Genetics. I got, a couple other business
we know
partners.
that. We talking about, like, what can I say to describe your knowledge on the cannabis industry, business? What's something I can...
I mean, I'm a cannabis connoisseur. I'm a cannabis entrepreneur. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm invested in the space. I've, got, friends who, unfortunately, who have, been a victim of these, laws that have changed now that they're still in jail for. I mean, the story crazy. Goes on and on. I mean, I think that, African American communities and Latin communities have been affected the most by, these the weed laws.
Right.
And we're not really represented in the industry. So
I think that's going to start slowly changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, as we keep giving more awareness to it, you know what I'm saying? I think over time that'll eventually change. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because there's a lot going on, and I feel like, the more of us that come together to bring awareness to it, that would be, it'll be on and popping.
I mean, you see a lot of celebrities. You see a lot of celebrities now entering the space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. Travis Scott, Lil Wayne. I mean, like I said, the list goes on and on. Drake had a deal with the Canadian company for a while. So, right. Jay-Z has a whole company, Monogram.
Okay, so let me ask you a question since you spoke in that. Do you think that, I had a question about this because you know how you see Wiz Khalifa with his movement, his brand. You know what he's about.
Kush, yeah.
Snoop Dogg, Redman, Method Man, 2 Chainz, like cats that you see heavy in the cannabis space. Mm-hmm. Now, do you feel like for the consumers, does it matter who's actually selling the product as far as like who's pushing that brand that's an entertainer. Like, okay, like if I felt like I love Snoop, right? So anything that Snoop does in cannabis, I'm a believer it has to be good.
That's because everybody, you know,
because
Snoop, you know, every celebrity or, you know, every, you know, ambassador, whoever, you know, in every situation they have their crowd and their following.
Right.
So kind of like, you know, you get a, you know,
but do you
that's
feel
the benefit of some of those celebrity brands.
But do you feel like some of the celebrity brands, it's not
they don't all work, man. If that's what, you know, they
you know what I'm
all
saying?
work.
Like just because this person's selling it is like, oh, that means the strand or the
they don't all work. I mean, you know,
right.
And the proof is in the numbers. You know, some of them haven't succeeded, but every situation is different.
Fact.
You know, I think, you know, when it's a real organic situation and you got the product correct and you have, you know, the packaging correct and, you know, there's a buzz, then, you know, things can happen.
All right, so let me ask you, and I'm asking him these questions because, you know, he's my partner and co-host of this show, but it's certain things about about the game.
Got me trying to give up all the sauce, man.
Nah.
Give up all the sauce.
Nah, not that. It's just, you know, I feel like certain things need to be said.
Yeah.
And I don't have no problem saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've been in this game, shoot, 20-some years. I feel real comfortable in this space. You know, you my brother, so I feel most comfortable talking to you on this. For those who don't know, me and him has been family for years. Almost every Thanksgiving, we have these episodes where he wants to create his own winner circle chocolate.
Yeah, we got
and we'll talk about that on another show, though. We'll talk about that on another show. Okay. I don't want to get out of it yet. I don't want to say nothing about that yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We smoke some of this. What we smoking again?
Smoking that Birkin, man.
It's the Birkin? Yeah. I like that right there. You be rolling these baseball bats.
Yeah, man, a little light work.
My birthday party, was it 2018?
I think it was it 18? I think it was.
Yeah, we was at 2 Chainz Club at
Escobar. Yep.
And you came through with these baseball bats for my birthday.
7 gram.
And knocked everybody out. Everybody in the section was knocked out off these baseball bat
like 5
joints. How much
did you zip and a half? 7 grams in each joint.
7 grams in each joint.
It's the raw paper Empadura, so I mean it's like this big. 7 grams in each one. Vibe Papers has one now, the Cubano that fits the 7. Yeah. Shout out Vibe Papers.
Shout out to Vibe Papers.
Yep. The Cubano is the one that they do now, yep. We do that on the next B-Day. You roll up some Cubanos.
And you came through swinging with the bats.
And your boy 2 Chainz didn't even give it back.
He sure did.
Shit, I'm like, damn, you have to.
Yeah, once he got it, his show didn't come back the other way, Paul.
Never came back around.
But it was all good. That's how you know the quality was there.
Yeah, he didn't try to just pass that thing off like
nah.
It was that thing.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was in when I went to see Master P when he came to Atlanta, the whole No Limit tour.
Yeah.
So I had some peanut butter and jelly, and I had like maybe 7 joints rolled up just because I didn't feel like rolling. You know, it's a concert. And so the concert was so dope, bro, that like, and I'm smoking so good that people around me like kind of feeling it. Now I know that concert was like a 30 and older concert, you know what I'm saying? They think it was cracking. You'd have felt like it was cracking like that. Sold out. Yo, till people started asking me, like, so you know we in COVID. Yeah. So just imagine a grown man or a stranger just be like, yo, can I hit that joint? Like asking you to hit your shit, you know what I'm saying?
You can get the end of it right when I'm done playing.
So look, he was I didn't even do that. The vibe was so dope, and I had like, I'll take that back. I had 10 because Tay was with us, my wife was with us, so I had 10. Bro, the vibe was so crazy. I gave him one. He was like, "Yo, can I hit the joint?" I'm like, "Huh? You can't. Nah, I'm not smoking with you, but you can smoke with me. You could take it. You know, you could smoke the joint on your own."
That shit had to be fired up. You just wanted to get them away from you.
I gave 3 of them away. I gave a dude one and 2 chicks. I mean, it was the vibe, bro. Like everybody was vibing, like it was. You know what I'm saying? Like
P had it popping back.
Yeah, G, it was crazy. And shout out to Master P for Master P and the No Limit artists to sell out State Farm Arena in Atlanta. I'm talking about wall to wall packed.
Yeah,
I had the best time, like crazy. Like Concerts, man, they don't make concerts like them no more, man. He had the tanks out.
He brought the tank out.
All of that. Listen, all of that.
Silk the Shocker was out there with him?
Everybody. Mystical, Fiend, you name it. Mr. Servon, Mac. You know, Mac just got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? He was popping. Me at X. It was crazy. For like this, bro, I would always love to see concerts like those. You know what I'm saying? And I was stoned. I'm a stoner.
And he got the noodles, too.
Listen, after smoking this joint, them rap noodles be on fire right about now. Them chicken, what do you got? Yo, shout to P, man.
Louisiana gumbo noodles, I think. What do you got?
Yo, I need them noodles, pause. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was a pause, but it just sounded weird. Yo, Jose, it just sounded weird. I ain't know if it was a pause.
But
just,
rap snacks,
just
too?
to be, yo, rap snacks was fire too, though.
Bring the smoked chips. We do a smoky flavored chip.
So do stoners snack or eat like, pause, that just sounded weird. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say because I'm starting to get high now. Do stoners and weed smokers prepare food the same way? As far as like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I do.
You got some stoner food habits though. I give you that. You kind of, you like, you know, with the little garlic butter thing you got going, you know what I mean? Like I give you that, bro. Like you got some stoner food habits.
All right, so
the whole left side of the menu when we go to the restaurant.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Listen,
that's a stoner moment.
I'm gonna tell people what I do. It's
a stoner moment.
Listen, and y'all could do this too. When you go to Benihana,
I gave up your secret.
You did give up my secret. We got to put it out there now. When you go to Benihana, right? Everybody loves Benihana. I haven't heard not one person say I don't like Benihana. When you go to Benihana, of course, you have your meal. You may have some leftovers, you know, right? So you say, yo, let me get an order of garlic butter to go. So what they go do is they're going to ask you what size for the garlic butter, you know what I'm saying? So I get I don't know how big this is.
It shit look like a brick. Look like you got a brick of garlic butter.
Yeah. And they put it in there. And so what I do is I take it home and I put it in the freezer for when I want to like make a meal or something. So hold on.
The Benihana chef whenever you want to.
So look, when it's time for me to make something, I know I want to make something good and I want that garlic butter. I go take the garlic butter out. It's easy to thaw out. Boom. I can make some turkey burgers with the garlic butter. I can make some sauteed shrimp with the garlic butter.
The way you got it like shrink wrapped down though?
Because you don't want the
It looks like a brick.
It do look like a brick. But you know what though? Yo, it come in handy because like if you stay far from a Benihana, like, no, I got it in the freezer. You just go thaw that thing out.
Lobster tails.
Listen, all of that. So that, I mean, I ain't gonna front. Think about it, bro. If you want Benihanas, all you gotta do is go get the rice.
Go to Club Inf and get the
I mean, you cut them a crib. Yeah, Tejanas. We call it Tejanas. Yeah, because Tay, she make a mean. Okay. But here's the thing though. The garlic butter's already in the fridge. So it ain't gotta go nowhere. You just have all the ingredients.
You got the cheat code.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this too. The way I eat, pause, because it just sounds crazy when I say that because of another dude. I don't know what. It just sounds crazy when I say it. So I'm gonna say pause. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about food. Mm-hmm. You know, I can see one of my homeboys taking that clip and just doing some stupid shit with it. But nah, real talk though. So I gotta smoke. If I know I'm gonna eat a good meal, if I'm going to one of my favorite restaurants like Carbone or Catch or Sushi Roku, something that's my favorite, it's important I smoke before I go eat. I don't care if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night, whatever it is, and I know for a fact it's gonna be good, I gotta roll a joint. Right? Yeah. Now, I mean, I am a fat boy at heart. I love to eat. You know what I'm saying? Food, pause. It just sounds crazy.
When I take the edibles, is when I'm about to eat a fat meal like that.
So look, when you seen me,
I feel like the food tastes even better off the edibles.
Okay, so where do we go? What restaurant we was at? What you talking about?
When you ate the whole left side of the fucking menu?
Yeah.
That was a Catch.
We had Catch.
We was at Catch.
I love Catch.
Your boy got us in there, slid us in there.
I love Catch.
The boy slid us in there.
What do we have at Catch?
Bro.
Wolf, what we have at Catch, G?
I barely had anything. You had whatever they had on the left side of the menu and washed it down with a big ass chocolate, some of those chocolate explosion shit.
That's, because you know what it is, Joe? At certain restaurants, sometimes you just got to order everything and just sample everything.
I love Catch Me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just think about the sides you don't order, or the appetizers you don't order, but are good, but fire.
When was that?
Now I'm just saying, like,
we had every.
We did, but sometimes when you go to a restaurant, you don't order all the appetizers, but it's that one appetizer that just maybe fire.
Bro, you did.
I know I did at Catch. I did.
You did.
And all the sides.
Yeah.
Yo, Jen, it was a movie in there. Yo, I'm telling you, like, because you know what it is, though.
It's just hella small, though.
I don't put a budget on food. I don't put a budget on food. And since I've been, I'll say I've been a stoner these last 6 years, solid. Before that, I was just a weed smoker. So, you know, when I smoke,
like when you left Denver, I would say, like, when you left Denver.
When I left Denver?
When you left, always going to Denver with the, remember you had all them gigs in Denver?
Oh, yeah.
Then you start smoking some real weed.
Yeah, shout to Denver. Denver put me in the game. I'll say that.
Denver did.
Denver helped put me in the game.
Yeah.
My first time smoking a dab was in Denver. Crazy story, but I'm not gonna say who.
Wow, hey.
I'm not gonna say who was with. I'm gonna wait till the guest that we have. I'm gonna wait till he comes on to tell you that story.
Cause I couldn't. That story right there. That's so classic.
Yeah, the dab story. I'll wait for that because that was a movie.
Oh, that's classic.
But now, you know, Denver did help put me, like, get me introduced to it. You know what it was? It was a cannabis. What they used to have in Denver?
420 festival.
420 festival.
Yeah.
I got booked for a gig at a dispensary. Mm-hmm. Okay, no, I take that back. Luda got booked for a show for one day. Then off of that, I went and got booked for 4 shows. So I was like, Cannabis weekend? I'm not missing that.
Yeah.
So I got 4 shows out there. And then one dispensary was like, yo, come DJ, like, you know, inside the store. I was like, bet, you know, I get to, and they was gonna give me some weed. So I was like, bet, cool. So I see what's going on. I'm seeing, like, it's vendors, it's all kind of cannabis, everything, everywhere. I'm like, this is dope. This is crazy right here that I'm seeing all this. Like, every concert I went to, like, people are just handing out weed they want you to sample their products, all of that.
Denver's a vibe, man.
It was a vibe.
Denver was ahead of the game with the extractions and
all of that, bro.
You know, I like their extractions.
All of that. I was hooked from that weekend. I was hooked. Mm-hmm. The next year, I'm like, yo, y'all book me again because, you know what I'm saying? Like, the experience was crazy. And I'm gonna tell you this: I'm seeing thousands and thousands of people downtown Denver, no issues, no problems. Everybody cool as a motherfucker, just for damn near. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's when I was like, yo, you know what? I want to tap into this a little bit more, but, you know, just like some people that are watching may not know how. So I tapped in through the music, DJing. That's how I was able to, you know, really tap into it. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the owners are progressive with their marketing and understand that they need, you know, somebody like you in there, you know, DJing to bring a whole nother crowd and create a whole nother vibe.
Right.
Some of them are that, you know, ahead of the game to understand that.
Facts.
Those are clubs that survive, or, you know, ones that have their, you know, a following. Like Hardin, like, you got to look at what Hardin's done, you know, and having really every, you know, artist or
Listen, I've been to a million dispensaries before in the past, but right now in Las Vegas,
shout out Adam, man. Shout out Zach, man.
Adam,
we love
Zach,
Hardin, man.
Yeah, man. You know what Hardin does for the culture. It's crazy right now. I mean, from entertainment, cannabis, and then even their products. They have the dope top of the line products too. Again, if you land in Las Vegas, don't go to the hotel yet. Go straight to Hardin. And trust me, if you don't run into a celebrity bud tender, you're gonna have your favorite strand, your favorite edible, your favorite anything. Hell.
Some good deals, some new products, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very professional.
Hell, even my mom,
great staff.
I'm going to Vegas in a couple weeks. My mom's like, bring me some CBD lotion. And if they got the oil, bring the oil. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's my mama. You feel me? So you know they got good quality products. Shout out to the whole team over there. You know what I'm saying? They definitely show love, and that's family over there. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Yo, House, man, you ain't smoking, bro?
I'm about to light it back up.
I mean, is this stoner or weed smoker? What is this? does the stoner keep going, or
that's a good question.
Does the weed smoker take breaks?
I don't tap out.
Huh?
I don't think I've ever tapped out.
You have before.
When? If it was,
where was we at?
Yeah, where was we at?
Where was we at?
Where did I tap out?
You tapped out somewhere. I remember it. Yeah, you tapped out. You tapped out somewhere. I just got to think about it. You have tapped out.
Yeah, you gonna keep thinking.
Huh?
You gonna keep thinking
Nah,
for a while.
It's gonna come to me. When it comes to me, I'll bring it up.
Please do.
Yo, Jen, real talk. Let me think real quick. Hold on. Let me. All I gotta do is think about it.
That's where
bro.
they put the little edit with the.
Nah, I'm saying all I gotta do is think about it. I mean, I'm older too though, so I got. As you get older and you still smoking, you got to think more. I think. What you think? Like how? Okay, because since I am getting older and I do smoke all the time, I consider myself a stoner. But as I get older, it's like I got to think way more. I do. What you think?
I don't know about you talking about
versus the older you versus the younger you.
As far as just smoking and smoking habits,
yeah.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I think that when we were younger and smoking, the weed was totally different. There was so many different weed strains.
Weed was totally different.
You know what I mean? Depending on where you was at, you might have been smoking, Reggie. You might have been smoking regular. You might have been smoking, backyard
I
boogie.
swear it was a strain called Gans back in the day. Am I wrong? No, it was Reggie. No, maybe when I was
in Detroit.
No, when I was living in Alabama, it was probably no. Hold on, I think so.
He was on that Mexican
bro.
bread.
It was like a name called Gans or something like that. I don't know what that was.
You definitely wasn't smoking no.
Definitely smoking Reggie in high school. I mean, I think everybody was smoking Reggie. Well, not y'all.
Cali, shit, we had that good, So we had that light
green.
Let me ask you, we had that light green back then.
I know why, but why is Cali like just known for the best weed, cannabis? Period. Like, why is that?
That's a great question. And
climate.
I mean, climate is part
weather.
of it. I think you gotta think about it. California, we're known for the best weed, the best weed.
But why is it?
Hold on, let me tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
And specifically, and I'm glad you asked that question. Okay. And specifically,
Jose want to know too.
And specifically, the Bay Area. Let me, the Bay Area.
Elaborate, please.
The Triangle, when you go up to Humboldt. So we've always had, some of the best genetics, some of the best growers.
Why?
Some of the best. I mean, that's just what one of the gifts that God gifted us with was having a culture and being ahead of the curve.
But what makes y'all?
We had the hippies there back in the day that brought a lot of strains with them. You know what I mean?
I gotta give some claps to the hippies.
The shit coming
Shout
from
to the
Colombians. You know what I mean?
If I grew up in the 70s or early 60s, I'd probably been a hippie.
And a lot of them went up to Humboldt when they left San Francisco and in Oakland and all that. And
you still ain't answered why though.
I mean, I just told you, bro, we got the best genetics.
I'm from Michigan. Our climate, like we got all kind of different climates. Like, what makes y'all climate better than everybody else? Because I ain't gonna front. I've smoked the best weed in my life.
You guys get snow in where you come in Lansing, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's part of it.
Okay, but okay.
We get cold weather, but we're not getting snow in California.
Facts.
Not in Humboldt and
facts.
Especially indoor, in wherever you're growing indoor. So,
what makes y'all genetics so different from everybody else's?
I mean, a lot of the powerhouse strains and a lot of the industry,
is in
shaking strains that have come out of the cannabis game, have come out of the Bay Area.
Right.
You know what I mean? We've been the forefront of the cannabis game for a while. I think everybody knows that. So I tell everybody, like, if you can compete in California,
you can compete anywhere.
And not only that, but if you have some of the best weed coming out of California,
yeah,
and specifically the Bay Area, to me, and again, hey man, this is open for discussion. Questionably, you got some of the best weed anywhere. If the best weed comes out of the Bay Area,
Yeah.
it comes out of California,
Right.
then some of the best weed ever comes out of the Bay Area in California. So if you can shake shit up in California,
Yeah.
you could build a brand in the cannabis industry. I'm not gonna keep giving up the sauce, man.
Nah. I feel like
I'm not gonna keep giving up the sauce.
I mean, well, I feel like certain people need to hear some of that. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're a small percentage of information.
Yeah.
It's a lot of companies out there, but it's not a lot like us.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, I think the information is here to share. We're going to share the information. I think that, there is definitely a process and, relationships and a bunch of other factors that go into it.
It is a lot. I mean,
even in your industry, you're able to call in favors and have things done just based off of, you being around for so long. It's the same thing in the cannabis industry.
Facts.
You can't expect to just pop up.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna start a brand. I mean, you at that point you're like everybody else, So it's about relationships, just like in your industry too.
Right. That's why I'm glad we put this together, man. Because sometimes it's good to just talk about the industry of cannabis music and leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like this is a great. I'm glad we're doing this because I wanted to create an outlet where we could just talk about those things. You know what I'm saying? So they go hand in hand so well that I feel like it's like a perfect marriage to what we're trying to do.
Also, we just want to be able to let everybody get a chance to get the information and be able to decide even if they want to compete and get into the cannabis space and the cannabis industry.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Besides just trying to be fashionable and doing it because it's the thing to do.
Exactly. So, what's another? What's one of your favorite strands?
You talking about when we was younger? When we were younger, man, I think that.
I mean, everybody had Reggie when we was younger.
Yeah, but that definitely wasn't one of my favorite strains to smoke.
That's all we had.
But,
so all we had was Reggie. See, in Lansing, Michigan, we ain't had too many options like that because we a small city. You know what I'm saying? It was Reggie or nothing. it was it.
Yeah, man, we was spoiled, man. It was all type of shit, White Widow, AK-47.
White Widow.
Big Bud, Alaskan Thunderfuck. I mean, it was all type of shit way back then, man.
Alaskan what?
Alaskan Thunderfuck, yeah. AK-47. It was
what
all type of strains, bro. Like it was all. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like
the Thunderfucker Indica. What was it?
It was a hybrid, but it was kind of like light green, kind of like an OG. You would think it was like an OG.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, got you.
That's man, funny, it was shit. We had shit back then. Like, I mean, that's strains that was available. Like like in Humboldt and areas like that where shit was green grown like that.
Word.
That's part of the shit that separates us from,
everybody
other areas.
else.
Trainwreck, that was a strain back then that was crazy,
So it's like Northern California. I mean, of course I know Northern California and Southern California is different.
Yep.
But is the same quality of cannabis from Northern to Southern like is around the same?
I mean, there's good growers.
I know, but just for people that's watching.
Yeah, I mean, there's good growers up and down Northern and Southern California. There's also good climates in Southern California too, as well as in when you go up 101 to the Triangle. So, I mean, it's all relative, man. You know what I mean? It's like asking somebody, why do grapes grow good in this rare place in fucking France that makes, $2,000 bottles of wine?
Right.
Shit, it's a lot of factors. The soil that, the microclimate and a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So.
Let me ask you one more question. And for those who watch it, I'm only asking him questions because, again, he's been in this cannabis space for a long time. He's, one of the top guys in the business. The company Winter Circle Genetics is.
We doing all right, man. We doing all right.
I'm giving too much props. A little too much. Right. Hand claps. You know what I'm saying? But now, we got to salute those who doing it big on here. And that's what we gonna do. Appreciate you know what I'm saying? So now, like, you made me forget what I was about to say because Where was I going with that?
Said you had another question, like you was.
Oh yeah, because the thing is, I don't want the people to be like, well, he just asking. I'm asking questions because he's not.
High.
I'm high, but you're also more knowledgeable on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I might even want to know.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yep.
And you made me forget again what I was going to ask. Jose, you know what I was going to ask? Jen, right? Y'all not even in my head, right? Pause. I just said pause, Jose, because it just sounded crazy. It's all good. Nah, it's all good though. It's all good.
I don't know. We was talking about I was just, we was talking about getting up the information, and sometimes you just be asking questions to.
We're high, ladies and gentlemen.
You be asking questions just to fucking because like you.
No. I wanted to know something. It was something that I couldn't remember. I mean, something that I wanted to know that I didn't know. I can't remember what it was though. And I'll save it for next episode. It's all good.
No worries.
You feel me? I want to make sure y'all follow us, man. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Our Instagram, you can see it on the screen. Our Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Follow our YouTube page, Run
them views up, run them likes up, put some comments on there. We'll definitely get back to you, man.
Most definitely. And like I said, man, this is the Smoke With Me podcast, and this is where we talk about cannabis and culture and everything else that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this: I am high off of this Birkin.
That Birkin got you toasted.
Yeah, I'm nice and toasted. I usually can remember. Remember I was saying the older me got to think more.
Yeah.
Now that I'm, older and smoking, you know what I'm saying?
I know. So the younger you, imagine if you were smoking that power shit like we were smoking, and you were smoking that Reggie.
But you know what though? I mean, when I did start smoking good, I was prepared for it most definitely. I mean, that's what stoners do, man. We always graduate to the next level, and ready for whatever. That sounds high. Yeah. Our producer Jennifer says, yeah, you sound high. Well, I mean, smoke with me. Hand claps. You feel me? I ain't gonna front. I just like hitting the hand claps.
That shit sounds good. I like it too.
I mean, you can say anything and hit the hand claps. It's like, yeah, no, don't do it. Just like don't.
Let me think of some of the older strains.
Look, she was like, don't hit the hand claps. Hey, Jen. All right, I'm gonna leave her alone before she get on me after the show.
Let me see some of them older strains. The Mist, the Mist was another good one. Then that purple dropped.
That purple.
You know what I mean?
That's what y'all call it.
And I mean when that Grand.
Oh, that perp, yeah.
That perp dropped that Grand Day.
That perp was definitely hitting.
Damn, bro.
Definitely, I remember that. I remember that. Nah, man, but yo, you know what? I feel good about this first episode. You know why? It's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely has been.
Been a long time coming. I'm glad we got this first episode cracking. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's gonna be more to come. It's gonna be more. We're gonna have a lot of information.
A few cheat codes. We're gonna give up a few cheat codes.
I mean, we got to. It's, at this
give
point,
a few cheat codes up.
We must educate.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And while smoking and educating at the same time, that's what the Smoke With Me podcast is. You feel me?
It's definitely what we're about. You know what I mean? We're gonna have some special guests at some point, but we're definitely about educating and giving everybody access to the information and keeping it going.
Yo, man, next episode, man, I don't need this Billy D. Williams voice, man. All right, yo, next episode, man, no Billy D, man. All right, yo. Yeah, so that was the Smoke With Me podcast. I go by the Wolf of Weed Street. This is DJ Infamous. Nah, you know what it is, man. It's your boy DJ Infamous and my partner,
Wolf of Weed Street.
Yeah, this is Smoke With Me, episode 1, baby. Yeah.
We out.